Yeah. Fingerprint Productions.
You know this, man.
You're in tune to Big DVD.
Big DVD.
Mad shout-outs to ESS Creative.
Yeah.
MadDog Productions.
Mad Dog.
Yeah.
SFI Entertainment. Richie Rich to down.
Let's go with this one.
Hi there, how you doing? I'm Matt, I'm the editor at Rewind magazine. Welcome to our humble home. We're not usually in here on a Saturday much anymore. We've expanded the business to such a point where we do occasionally get a bit of a break and are able to take weekends off now, which is great. However, this month we've just put out a new magazine. We've launched a sister title to Rewind, which I've got one of the first copies of here. This is Fast Forward magazine. It's a sports and lifestyle title. It's going to be going out through sports shops, same way Rewind goes out through record shops. It's Fast Forward. We felt as kids growing up, you either want to get into music or you want to get into sport of some kind. Rewind's really worked in terms of urban music, and it's got loads of kids inspired. It's got loads of people into, making music and contributing to the scene in whatever way they could. And it only works as a free publication. We felt there was a gap in the market for a sports publication doing a similar thing. Sports magazines are out there like 442 or Match Magazine or Runner's World or whatever. There's lots of different niche titles for whatever you're into. But there's no way a sort of generic sports magazine with a fashion element is going to work on this shelf. No one's that into it to spend £3 on it every month, but if it's there for free, they'll pick it up, same way they will with Rewind. It's a great thing for advertisers. We've got a lot of love from issue 1, as you can see. We've got Mr. David Beckham. It's an exclusive shoot for us on the cover, and that was just the beginning. We were overwhelmed by the amount of support we got from big companies like Adidas, right down to sort of grassroots companies as well. Through to the big sort of major global sports agencies. Everybody seemed to love this idea, and it seems like we've sort of struck a chord with a lot of people. So look out for Fast Forward next year and this issue 1 on the street now. I was surprised by, considering how knackered we all were after getting Fast Forward together and doing something that's so far removed from what we're used to doing, for the whole team to then come back and put together the best issue of Rewind we've ever done. Sort of blew me away. I didn't think it was going to happen. A lot of it was down to the great team we've got around us, but also we got a really good cover story this month with Kano, who is probably released one of the most important albums of next year. We were privileged enough to hear it earlier this week. I'm one of the most jaded cunts in the music industry at the best of times. To hear a record that made me think, fucking hell, this is amazing. It doesn't happen that often, but when it does, it reminds you why you do this. Artists like Kano, Jammer, Terror Danger, Da Vinci, people everywhere are really sort of coming up now and coming up as credible artists as well, well deep as well. Too many people to mention. But let me show you around the people who are here. Over here next to my desk is this is Dacre Bracey. He's the art director of Rewind magazine. Dacre's responsible for all the design, the layouts and stuff. He's a legend amongst design students everywhere who constantly hassle him to come and do work experience and find out how he got so good. But basically he's a lazy, moaning cunt. Basically we're trying to recreate this is the cover of Scarface with Al Pacino on. Great film. If you haven't seen it, I would suggest you go and buy one, although not obviously before you go and buy your next copy of Big DVD. But here's our work in progress of Kano's cover. This is exclusive, we don't usually show anybody our front covers before they've gone out. Just walked in our lifestyle editor, Miss Laurie Hadley. Laurie is responsible for a lot of the lifestyle and fashion pieces that you read every month in Rewind magazine and also in Fast Forward. So you're talking about pages in here like the selector sections with our characters David Beckham and the You Get Me girls. Laurie's job is basically to organise all of this stuff. So Laurie does a sterling job.
Thank you, you just admitted that on camera. Very happy about that.
Okay, over here over here, sorry, this is basically where all the arseholes sit. This is Chewy, he's the only arsehole here at the moment, but this is the sales team. Sales team are all wankers. Basically what they do is make editorial life hell, but they do bring the money in, so unfortunately we have to keep them around. Rewind and Stereo is our night that we put on every now and then. We did one on Mobo Night this year, and it was the next day on Radio 1 they said it was the best Mobo party that was going on, so that was cool. Back end of the office here, this is where you've got accounts. The accounts people have a very hard time. They've got to chase all the money in after we put the ads in the magazine. Any small business, it's difficult getting your money back in. You know, we've had hundreds of thousands of pounds on the streets at certain times owed to us, and it's always been a struggle chasing that back in, but we always get it back in, one way or the other. The MD and the publisher sit down here. Obviously it's Saturday, so they're away on their private jets and speedboats in Monte Carlo, where the rest of us will be going after this. And that's basically it. This is basically Rewind Magazine, and this is how it operates. It's about 10 people now. When we started, it was me, Dacre, Chewy, and 2 other guys, Nigel and Martin, in the back room of a record shop in Crystal Palace, and we told this story 100 times, but basically without Prince's trust and without the whole urban music scene behind us, we wouldn't have got to where we got to today. So I think we've come really far as an organisation, and I'm really proud of what we've done. But it's very humbling because we couldn't have done it without everybody else in this industry. Even if you just ever picked up one copy of Rewind Magazine, that's helped us get where we are. And yeah, I'm pretty proud of what we've done. I'm Matt Mason, you're watching Big DVD, and I'm shamelessly plugging Rewind and Fast Forward magazines. Go to the shops and get them now.